Define the following terms: ion, element, empirical formula, diprotic acid. I'm going to type my answers because it comes out better than if I use the pen. An ion, an atom or group of atoms with a charge. Okay, it can be a polyatomic ion like sulfate, which is SO42 minus, or a monatomic ion like chloride, which is a Cl minus. An element is a pure substance made of one type of atom. An empirical formula simplest whole number ratio of atoms in a compound. We know all ionic formulas and empirical formulas are typically the same. A diprotic acid. I don't know why the color is changing constantly. Is an acid with two H pluses to donate, like H2SO4. Okay, that's an example. Sulfuric acid is an example. The law of multiple proportions states that that if you have substances that have different whole number different mass ratios of elements in a compound, then the compounds are different. So for example, carbon monoxide has a mass ratio of 12 grams of carbon for every 16 grams of oxygen, because there's one atom of carbon and one atom of oxygen. And carbon dioxide has a mass ratio of 12 grams of carbon to 32 grams of oxygen. So those compounds must be different. And that's just all the law of multiple proportions is. The conclusion of Rutherford's experiment are that that there is a nucleus. Remember, it refuted Thomson's plum pudding model. Okay, the nucleus is small, dense area of positive charge, and electrons take up the rest of the atom, so the atom is mostly empty space. That's why most of the alpha particles went through the Gulf whale, but a few bounced back, and those were the alpha particles that went right at the nucleus. What were the contributions of Dalton, Thomson, and Millikan? Dalton is the atomic theory. Okay, some of that was wrong. For example, atoms of the same element are identical, Dalton said, and that's not true. And Dalton also said atoms are indivisible. That's also not true. Thomson, remember, he did cathode ray tube experiments, and he found the mass to charge ratio of the electron. Mass to charge ratio of the electron. Millikan used Thomson's mass to charge ratio to find the charge of an electron and then the mass. So that was the oil drop experiment. And Rutherford was the Gulf whale experiment explained before. An alpha particle is just a helium plus 2 nucleus. It has a plus 2 charge. Okay.